On this very day in 1951, the innocent cries of a child being born were first heard. And he's been talking ever since. James Whale. James Whale on JamesWhaleRadio.com.
Hi, Whaley's on. Welcome to today's blog, the 13th of May. And it's my birthday, so I'm in a particularly good mood. I'm just going to have a glass of wine and a barbecue and enjoy myself. So I wish you could all be here.
Join us. Have your say. Call us now on 0871 0500 818.
Well, all of you except that dipstick Tony Stoller, who used to be a member of Ofcom, and the other pillock, prize prat and a half, Jonathan Richards, apparently program director of LBC, reveling in the fact that I've been sacked. Well, the true facts, Mr. Richards, of why I was sacked haven't yet come out. I haven't even spoken about it. Suffice to say that the people who sacked me have spoken about it, but I haven't. And I don't think, Mr. Richards, you heard the incident, did you? So don't revel in the dismissing of what you call big talent that should be controlled. Because let me tell you this, Mr. Richards, if you consider that what you are doing in radio, in the direction of your radio station, is breaking new ground, let me tell you, it isn't.
They can take the man off the radio, but they can't take the voice off air. James Whale on JamesWhaleRadio.com.
The one thing this country lacks is broadcasters with the guts to have an opinion. And until we actually have broadcasters who say what they think, whether you or I agree with them is absolutely of no concern. And it doesn't actually matter whether they happen to be right or wrong, as long as they have an opinion and other people can agree or disagree. Now, what I did was not done on purpose, was done in what I consider to be a humorous mode, but wasn't taken that way. At the moment, I'm not prepared to talk too much about it, but I would like people like Mr. Richards, who obviously sees himself as a leader of programmers in this country, to actually investigate before he opens his stupid mouth. Now, I realize you won't be offering me a job on LBC in the near future, but then I wouldn't take a job on LBC in the near future. At least not until the management changes. Well, let me put it this way, not until you change.
Have your say. Call us now on 0871 0500 818.
I'm getting a bit fed up with people discussing me and why or what I did. Nobody knows what was in my mind. Nobody actually knows the ins and outs of this particular incident. And until I have decided to talk about it more fully, and until things have been sorted out properly, I'm not going to talk about it. But those people who revel in the slapping down of talent, if that's what you want to call me, well, yes, I think you should actually, will have to answer when they find that their radio stations actually have no listeners at all. I took part in there's an organization called the Radio Academy, which I don't really have any time for. The Radio Academy decided to have a talk at some stage some years ago about whether or not personalities were needed anymore in radio. Well, of course they are. People don't listen to music. They listen to the personality playing the music. Talk radio as a genre should be the most successful form of broadcasting in this country. It is in America. And the reason why it isn't the most successful form of broadcasting in this country yet, apart from certain people who do talk as it should be done, is because there are too many rules and regulations.
James Whale on JamesWhaleRadio.com. If opinions count, this man must be a mathematical genius.
People are intelligent enough to make up their own minds about what is said in the newspapers, and they know that one newspaper is completely politically at loggerheads to another, and people can make up their own minds. People know that columnists have a particular axe to grind. They're not stupid. So therefore, people who are on talk radio programs have to have a point of view. If you are live on the air 5 days a week, goodness only knows how many weeks a year, every now and then a mistake is going to be made. And sure, we have to lose our jobs from time to time, we have to be suspended from time to time, and we have to be fined from time to time. But we also, when those situations arise, should be allowed to defend ourselves. So, Mr. Richards, I suggest you shut up until you actually know both sides of the story. I will expect fairly soon a written apology from you. Or maybe I should complain to Ofcom that your outburst in the papers about me recently is actually untrue, unbalanced, and detrimental. Maybe that's what I should do.
James Whale on JamesWhaleRadio.com.
Anyway, apart from that, I've got that off my chest now. I see that the government's proving again that it's really incapable of managing this country. I would think if I was a Labour Party politician at this particular moment in time, I would be considering what my next career opportunity would be. I would be embarrassed to say I was an MP. I sat next to a woman who had absolutely zero charisma. I don't know whether you saw the politics show today. If you didn't, go to the website and you will find a link to it. It's quite funny. Mind you, Andrew Neil put his foot in it, that's for sure, asking the lady in question when her baby was due. And she said, well, I had the baby 3 months ago. My gosh, how embarrassed was he.
James Whale on JamesWhaleRadio.com. Silence was never an option.
Anyway, listen, guys, loads and loads of messages on the site. Thank you so much. And thank you for all the cards and the well-wishers and people who have written to me and who have sent messages. My good friend Joan from Ruislip, who's been with me for years and years and years. And she writes to me, she says, I'm devastated that you've gone. I hope that you're okay and that you can hear that we can hear you on the airwaves really soon. And it's a long letter, and I am so touched by so many of the letters. And yes, you will. Next Tuesday night, 6 o'clock until 10, I am starting a new series of programs on Play Radio UK. You will find links to it here on this site, and I will be on the air live. You will be able to phone in, and we can get back to where we were before all this happened. Obviously, you have to be online to listen to this radio station at the moment, but I trust that as many of you will be able to get some of your friends and some of my former listeners who aren't online around your computers and join me next Tuesday evening at 6. Okay, I know it's a bit early, but it's an experiment. We're going to see how it works, and if it works well, then I shall be doing some more. So join me on Play Radio UK next Tuesday from 6, and I hope we can have a long chat. Loads and loads of cards, and as I said before, I'm very, very, very grateful, and thank you so much. And lots of other bits and pieces that have been getting to me that were sent to Talk Sport. So thank you for that. I've just dropped a whole load on the floor, but never mind.
James Whale on JamesWhaleRadio.com.
The James Whale blog continues again tomorrow. I'm off to celebrate my birthday now. Well, you can't let the bastards get you down, somebody once said. So thanks for joining me here on JamesWhaleRadio.com, and please tell your friends about it. And don't forget to create an account on JamesWhaleRadio.com and get onto the network as well. And if you have a website, or if you're on Facebook or whatever you're on, why don't you create a link to us? And as I say, tell your friends.
Have your say. Call us now on 0871 0500 818.
Keep the calls coming in, some of which you can hear now, and thank you to everybody. We will be getting around to mentioning some of these as well. If you'd like to come on and leave a recorded message, some of which we'll be playing on the programme, call us on 0871 050 0818. That's 0871 050 0818. All right? Take it easy. And until tomorrow, thank you very much indeed.
If you are interested in sponsoring the James Whale Radio Show or would like to advertise on the site, click on the Media Partners link on jameswhaleradio.com.